What is up, everyone? In today's video, we are revisiting the concept of cheap beach towns in the state of Florida. This time, Gulf Coast only in a much more comprehensive way. Welcome back to the Florida Relocation Guide, the smartest way to move to or invest in the entire state of Florida. I'm your host, Adam Hancock. If you enjoyed this video today, please hit subscribe for me. It really helps us out. And also I have a special bonus for you. If you click this link or the description box below, we have our latest edition of our digital guide to Sarasota, Florida. 15 to 20 pages, fantastic overview of the city. You can download it, you can flip it, and it's absolutely free. Without further ado, let's hop in. Okay, to take out some of the vagueness and ambiguity, for this video specifically, what I am considering a beach town and what I'm classifying as a beach town is actually walkable to the beach. You're at your condo, you're visiting, you're at your resort. Can you actually physically walk to the beach and not in a marathon type of manner? And then affordability itself was based on a score that I created manually off of recent property sales going back 12 months, active properties on the market, and a mirage of other cost of living metrics that you should deem important. Siesta Key. For Siesta Key, Florida, the average home sale over the last 12 months cost about $3.87 million, and the median ran at about $3.2 million. On current list of homes, you're all the way up at a $9.4 million home list price and a median at 7.5. And as far as cost of living goes, Siesta Key only comes in at 21% higher than the Florida average and 27% more costly than the USA. Siesta Key, Florida is a barrier island located off the southwest coast. It's slightly south of Siesta Key, and it's part of the Northport, Sarasota, Bradenton larger metro area. Siesta Key, Florida is definitely a hidden gem when it comes to the Sarasota, Florida conversation. You basically have a small area tucked between Venice and Sarasota. It's about 8 miles long, and then it flanks an in-betweener town called Naples. And it twists through a much more residential area that's right along the Gulf front there. You have quaint areas and then full-on mansions on the water. And what you don't have here is you don't have a ton of large buildings, you don't have a ton of commercial development, and there's not a million roads weaving through. So it keeps a little bit of old town charm, a mix of like condo, mom and pop motels along the beach. There's 2 public accesses, including the fishing jetty, which is quite popular. Casual restaurants. There's a little park a little waterfront park called Blackburn Road, which is a good place to put in your kayak. But overall, definitely worth checking out and kind of a sleeper if you're not familiar with the area. Boca Grande / Gasparilla Island. This area over the last 12 months had an average sale price of $2.98 million and a median cost of $2.3. On active listings in the current moment, you have an average list price of $5.6 million with a median at $3.7. And on a cost of living metric, you are quite a bit more expensive than Florida at 467% higher and 480% higher than the US as a whole. Gasparilla Island, Florida is a barrier island that straddles both the borders of Charlotte and Lee counties. Its largest town is Boca Grande, which is placed inside the state park. You are just northwest of Fort Myers and just south of Sarasota County. Little Gasparilla Island is one of the last bridgeless barrier islands that exists on this coast, so quite a unique spot. It's only reachable by both private boat or the area also has a water taxi, and you're talking no paved roads, so just quaint sandy pathways throughout. A lot of people travel by golf cart or just simply walk. You know, the widest part of this island is only about 1/4 of a mile wide. So like everywhere from like your home or wherever you're at to the beach is very, very close to the water. The mainland boat ride's only about 10 minutes, so it's not like this huge trek. And it just feels like you're in a completely different world. So a great place to slip away, and get rid of some stress. The fishing's amazing, the wildlife's amazing, and just a really, really nice spot, including that in Boca Grande to hang out. Lido Key. For Lido Key, over the last 12 months, the average home cost about $2.42 million, with a median cost at about $1.85. Currently on the market, you have an average list price of $4.69 million, with a median cost at about $3.72. And as far as cost of living goes, Lido Key comes in at 93% more expensive than the state of Florida as a whole, and about 101% more costly than the USA. Lido Key, Florida is a barrier island located inside Sarasota County that's just about 2.5 miles northwest of downtown Sarasota. You are just south of Longboat Key and just north of the lovely Siesta Key. Lido Key, Florida is one of my absolute favorites overall. It's the closest beach that exists in the vicinity to downtown Sarasota. It actually is just about 2.5 miles from where I sit recording this in my headquarters here downtown. And you have a good happy medium of beach environment. It's very close to everything. It's more private than the more touristy beaches. And then it's a weird mix of cosmopolitan life and coastal Gulf waters. The claim to fame is the shopping district called St. Armand's Circle. It's over 100 plus shops, boutiques, galleries, etc. But it's a little bit more upscale, a little bit more European flair. It's coastal, but it's not like a beach village shopping district. So unique overall, but very lovely, lovely place to visit. Coastal Naples. For the coastal part of Naples, Florida, over the last 12 months, you had an average home cost in this section at $2.87 million and a median cost of about $1.5. In the current market active listings, the average price is all the way in at $6.6 million with a median list price of $4.19 million. And then this section of town, the cost of living is considered 18% more expensive than the Florida average and 24% more costly than the US. Naples, Florida, focusing on just the coastal walkability section here, is pretty far south on the Gulf of Mexico. Just north of Marco Island, just south of Fort Myers Beach, on a macro sense, south of Cape Coral, Venice, and Sarasota. Naples, Florida is definitely known for its high-end shopping. It's a unique mix of culture, high-end dining, and golf destination. You have areas like 5th Avenue South and 3rd Street that are kind of the focal points for downtown shopping. It's historic as well, so it's a mix of art galleries, you have clothing boutiques, there's home decor shops, kind of French-inspired, New Orleans-ish type of restaurant vibe. And the cool part is, just like downtown Sarasota, is the main part of the shopping and high-end parts of Naples are very, very coastal. So mixing the beach, the downtowns, and then having cool little spots like Marco Island and Sanibel and Captiva nearby offer a wealth of options overall. Bradenton Beach / Holmes Beach / Anna Maria Island. In the Bradenton Beach to Anna Maria Island area, over the last 12 months, you had an average sale price at $1.65 million and a median at $1.27. On active listings right now, you have an average price at $3.3 million and a median at $2.7. And against cost of living metrics, you are considered 191% more costly than Florida and 202% more costly than the USA. The Anna Maria Island, Bradenton, and Holmes Beach areas are barrier islands located on the coast of Manatee County, Florida. They are bounded on the west by the Gulf of Mexico, on the south by Longboat Key, on the east by Anna Maria Sound, and on the north slightly by Tampa Bay. The Anna Maria Island area, and including Holmes and Bradenton Beach that's just north of Longboat Key, is one of my absolute favorite spots in the world. It's about 7-mile strip of sandy beaches, beautiful waters, and because of its northern tip location below St. Pete Beach, you're just open water ahead. Cool thing about this area, very strict regulations that govern the type of buildings and the businesses allowed on the island, which keeps its old-time charm. Excellent dining, the seafood's amazing. There's some cool shopping districts along Pine Avenue, etc. But a lovely, lovely spot, very unique, pastel colors, eclectic, and very laid back. Captiva Island / Cayo Costa. From Captiva Island to Cayo Costa, Florida, over the last 12 months, average home price was $1.78 million, and the median is just under $1.1 million. On active listings at the current moment, the average home list is $2.9 million, and the median is 2.6. And on cost of living metrics, you are considered 229% more costly than the state of Florida on average, and 241% more expensive than the USA. Captiva Island, Florida is located near the city of Fort Myers, right off the Gulf of Mexico. The island is neighboring its sister of Sanibel Island and is accessible by both boat and car, and you're north on a macro sense of Naples and south of Sarasota. Captiva Island, lifestyle-wise, is the little sister to its neighboring Sanibel. And you cross over just a small bridge and it's home to a place called Turner Beach. Really great spot for fishing, also shelling, which again is that claim to fame with this area. The beach itself stretches a little bit more than 5 miles and crosses into a little area called Redfish Pass. And then you can kind of take this scenic route that's really serene, I would say relaxing and harmonious, if that makes sense. And there's even a little place called Downtown Captiva, which it's much more of like a quaint village than it is a full-on town. But this area, just like its sister Sanibel, is a gem when it comes to the Gulf Coast and really island living in every sense of the word. Sanibel Island. For Sanibel Island, Florida, over the last 12 months, the average home was sold at $1.25 million, and a median came in at just over $1 million. On active listings in the current present time, you have a $1.85 million average list price and a median list price of about $1.399 million. And cost of living wise, Sanibel Island, Florida is considered 134% more costly than the Florida average and about 143% more expensive than the USA. Sanibel Island is a barrier island located inside Lee County, Florida, which puts you about 20 miles southwest of Fort Myers. You lie right between the Intercoastal Waterway to your north and the Gulf of Mexico towards your south. Sanibel Island, lifestyle-wise, is considered kind of a more docile Fort Myers, Florida offshoot, as a lower key, a quieter alternative to some of the Gulf Coast neighbors. Aesthetically, it's interesting. You have galleries and restaurants, there's shops. Seashelling is really the claim to fame here. Seashells cover almost every inch of this place. You'll see a lot of people out beach combing and doing all this kind of stuff for that appeal. But overall, it gives you a laid-back, true island vibe in every sense of the word. Siesta Key, Florida. Over the last 12 months in Siesta Key, Florida, the average home was sold at $1.29 million, and the median cost was about $880,000. On active listings in the present market in 2022, you have an average list price of $2.73 million and a median list price of $1.56 million. And cost of living wise, Siesta Key, Florida, this city is considered 101% more costly than the Florida average and 109% more expensive than the US.
Siesta Key, Florida locationally is a barrier island that's about 7 miles end to end. It is west of the Sarasota city limits, down 6 miles south of downtown Sarasota, and it's above Casey Key and below Lido and Longboat Key.
Lifestyle-wise, in my hometown of Siesta Key, Florida, you have quite a bit to offer. So low-hanging fruit-wise, the quartz sand, it's like sugar, doesn't get hot to a touch. That's a very popular amenity. Siesta Key offers a large swath of beach land, kind of like Treasure Island. It's long from parking lot to water. There's a lot of space. People kind of stack their way down around the lifeguard stands. There's 3 beaches on the island, the main Siesta Key on the north, Crescent Beach in the middle, and Turtle Beach that's a little bit more docile on the south tip. 2 shopping districts, Siesta Key Village, old, real touristy kind of beach feel. You have restaurants, you have bars, the beach club, daiquiri deck, etc. And then you have a little Crescent Beach shopping area as well. But a really nice spot, 6 miles from downtown Sarasota, and definitely something worth checking out. Marco Island. When talking Marco Island over the last 12 months, the average home cost about $1.22 million, and a median cost came in at about $875,000. For active listings on the market right now in 2022, you have an average home cost of $2.04 million and a median list price of $1.59 million. And cost of living wise, Marco Island is considered 75% more expensive than the Florida average and about 83% more expensive than the USA. Marco Island is a small sea island on the Gulf Coast of Mexico located just 20 miles south of Naples, Florida, inside Collier County. It's only 198 nautical miles to Havana, and it's also the largest of the 10,000 islands. As the largest and only developed piece of land in Florida's 10,000 islands, Marco Island's lifestyle offers a ton of options. You have some of the world's most beautiful beaches right along the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. You have this unique combination of one part uppity resort style area that offers an attraction for people coming from out of the country, people coming up from Miami or from Boca Raton for a little bit more quaint environment. And then you have this other part of kind of a funky fishing village environment. Because of the location, obviously boating is a huge piece of the lifestyle. Many of the homes and the rentals sit on the water. With that comes the seafood environment as well. Tons of local catches, high-end restaurants, little crab joints, all kinds of stuff. Places like Goodland, you have Isles of Capri. There is a lot to do here in a relatively small area, but lovely on its own outright. Longboat Key. For Longboat Key, Florida, over the last 12 months, you had an average home cost at about $1.27 million and a median cost at about $845K. As far as active listings on the market right now, the average home list price is $2.27 million and the median cost is about $1.25. And cost of living metric wise, you are considered 110% more costly than the Florida city average and about 118% more expensive than the USA. Longboat Key, Florida is a barrier island that's about a 50-50% split between Manatee and Sarasota counties. You're located just west of the Bradenton and Sarasota mainland, and you're south of Anna Maria Island and between Sarasota Bay and the Gulf of Mexico. Longboat Key, Florida lifestyle-wise is a little bit more of an upscale version of some of the surrounding beaches. So the real attraction to residents, waterfront golf, there's some championship level golf right on the water, there's fine dining, and there's luxury resorts. The beach itself is about 12 miles of beach, but it's more thin from parking lot to water, and it's more private, public accesses that are small, so there's not these huge parking lots that attract a ton of people like the neighboring Siesta Key. There's about 6,000 plus residents that are on the island, which I think is about 7 miles end to end. But really it's a more private, residential feeling island overall. So if you're looking to visit and you're looking for more of an upscale environment with less tourist kind of feel, this is a good spot for that. Bel Air Beach. Bel Air Beach, Florida. Over the last 12 months, you had an average sales price of just over $1 million and a median cost of just under $800K. On active listings at the moment, you have an average list price of $1.8 million with a median list of 1.4. And on cost of living, you are considered in Bel Air 97% more costly than Florida as a whole and 105% more costly than the USA. Bel Air Beach, Florida is a city located inside Pinellas County. You're just north of Indian Rocks Beach, just south of Clearwater Beach, and just west of the mainland Largo. Bel Air Beach is a gulffront community with about 5,000 feet of very, very secluded white sandy beaches. You have no public facilities here or restaurants on this stretch of the beach. So this would be your spot if you're looking for quaint, laid-back, get away from people type of deal. Sea turtle and seabird nesting sites are scattered around. There is a boat ramp and a municipal arena if you're looking to tie up or dock somewhere. But overall, this is a good spot to stay off the beaten path. Laguna Beach to Seaside covering 30A.
This area over the last 12 months had an average sale price of $1.26 million with a median of $825K. On the average listing side of current list price of average at $1.85 million with a median at about $975,000, and Laguna to Seaside is considered 68% more expensive than the average Florida city and 75% more expensive than the USA.
The Seaside and Laguna area is located in the northwest Florida Panhandle on the Gulf of Mexico. You're situated in Walton County between Panama City Beach and Destin, Florida. The town of Seaside along 30A in the Panhandle almost feels fake. It's actually coined with inventing the term New Urbanism, this development movement. This entire town was built post-1981. Small town design, very carefully planned. You have unique beach pavilions, there's cobblestone streets, quaint cottages, literally white picket fences, parks and storefronts. They filmed The Truman Show here by Jim Carrey if it gives you that kind of Pleasantville vibe. But the idea here is you have a quaint, charming environment that typically comes with old. It's coastal. To have all of that mix and the entire town's also new is very, very unique for how Florida's infrastructure is based. It kind of marries everything everyone wants, new plus beach. So overall, I would absolutely check it out. Very unique place. Bradenton Beach. For Redington Beach and North Redington, over the last 12 months, the average home was sold at $892,000 and the median came in at about $732K. Current active listings on the market, you have an average list price of $1.23 million and a median list price at $797,000. And cost of living wise, in Pinellas County, Redington Beach is considered 8% cheaper than the Florida average and 3% cheaper than the USA. Redington Beach and North Redington are barrier islands located inside Pinellas County, Florida. You are just north of Madeira Beach, you are northwest of downtown St. Petersburg, south of Indian Rocks and Clearwater Beach. Redington Beach and Redington Shores, I would say, are kind of this under the radar sleeper town that's flanked between two more popular destinations like Madeira and Indian Rocks. So you have about a mile here along the beach that stretches these two towns, right along the Gulf calm waters, and it's just kind of just stuck in between. But beautiful on its own outright, so definitely worth checking out. While you're over there, if you're looking kind of shopping, Beachside Boutique's kind of cool. I think it's a mother and daughter that owns it. Coffee, there's a place called Sweet Sage Cafe. I think it's a boutique as well. But it's a good seabird spotting place. You could watch dolphins, and if you're looking to get a little bit away from people, it's worth checking out. Madeira Beach. For Madeira Beach, Florida, over the last 12 months, the average home came in at about $817,000, with a median at just $710K. On active listings, Madeira Beach has an active list price of $1.18 million and a median at just slightly under $900,000. And cost of living wise, you're considered 8% cheaper than the Florida city average and 3% cheaper than the USA. Madeira Beach, Florida is a city located inside Pinellas County. It's bordered on the west by the Gulf of Mexico, the east by the city of St. Petersburg, and you're just south of North Bradenton Beach and just north of Treasure Island, Florida. Madeira Beach, lifestyle-wise, its claim to fame is really this coastal-themed village called John's Pass. It has a 1,100-foot boardwalk as well, and it runs right along the intercoastal. It has shops and eateries. It's very fisherman's village feeling. The beach itself's a little over 2.5 miles. It's a good spot for fishing and cool beach on its own outright. Technically, there's more grouper brought into John's Pass Village than any place in the entire state of Florida, which is interesting, so if you love seafood. They also host a seafood festival right in the village, which I think attracts like over 100,000 people a year with food and music and arts and crafts. But cool little spot there and very close to all the other beaches around, so you can hop around a little bit. Indian Rocks / Indian Shores. For Indian Rocks to Indian Shores, over the last 12 months, the average home cost about $909,000 and a median cost just under $700K. Active listings, you currently are sitting at an average list price of $1.55 million and a median list price of $825,000. And cost of living, Indian Rocks is considered 61% more expensive than the state of Florida as a whole and 68% more expensive than the USA on average. Indian Beach and Indian Shores are cities inside Pinellas County, Florida. As a part of the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg, Clearwater Metro, you're on the barrier island of Siesta Key, which has over 2 miles of beach that run right along the Gulf of Mexico. The Indian Rocks Beach area is definitely one of my favorite little spots tucked in Pinellas County. It offers a nice happy medium. It's smaller, it's more privatized than the bigger metros like Clearwater Beach. 4,000 plus people. There's only about 2.5 to 3 miles of total beach. If you can find a little spot in there, it's quite nice. You have motels, condos, private residences. There's about 20 different beach access points, but it's more like Longboat Key in the sense that it's a little more like little tuck-in, little inlet public accesses. But yeah, a good little spot. I mean, people go there to swim, fishing, boating, like all the rest of the stuff. A nice little restaurant, if you're there for seafood, I would check out. It's called Guppy's. But overall, a little bit of a hidden gem within that strip of Pinellas County. Minnesota Key. As far as Minnesota Key, over the last 12 months, you have an average home cost of $1.17 million and a median at just $645K, so quite a drop off there. As far as active listings go, the average home on the market is priced at $1.5 million with a median cost at $774,000. And cost of living wise, Minnesota Key, Florida is considered 9% cheaper than the Florida city average and about 3% cheaper than the USA. Minnesota Key is based mainly in the community of Englewood Beach, Florida, inside Charlotte County. On a macro sense, you're located just south of Venice, Florida, and just north of Boca, Grande, and Gasparilla Island. Minnesota Key Beach is kind of a quieter, sleeper sister to both Sarasota's beaches and Venice, Florida. You have some of the least crowded beaches in all of Sarasota County. So if you're looking to get a little bit away off the beaten path, a little bit away from people, you also have a few options. You have Minnesota Beach, you have Blind Pass, there's Englewood Beach, and you have Stump Pass. which gives you a combination of traditional nice beaches with less people and also a real ecological angle there because of the location. So it's cool for wildlife and sea life, etc. And then, a little bit of a quaint downtown. You have some dining options, some hole in the walls, and some more popular joints. But overall, a unique spot, and if you're looking to get a little bit off the beaten path. Don Pedro Island. On Don Pedro Island over the last 12 months, the average home cost about $848,000 with a median at $701K. On active listings in the current moment, you have an average list price at $884,000 and a median right about $800,000 even. Cost of living wise, Don Pedro Island is considered 52% more expensive than the state of Florida and about 59% more expensive than the USA. Don Pedro Island is a barrier island located in the southwest Florida inside Charlotte County. It's just north of Little Gasparilla Island, barely north, separated only by a thin strip of both beach and a little bit of mangrove swamp. Don Pedro Island is quite a unique spot lifestyle-wise. That's part of the barrier island chain extending along the Gulf Coast there. You're tucked right between a place called Knight Island and then another called Little Gasparilla Island, which is also on this list. You can actually only access this place by private boat or ferry. When you get there, the island offers about 1 mile of beach that people love for sunbathing. It's good for snorkeling, swimming, obviously shelling because of the state park there. But overall, a cool spot if you're in the area and gets you a little bit off the beaten path. Bonita Beach. Bonita Beach over the last 12 months had an average sale price of about $1.24 million and a median cost at just $581K, so some clear outliers there. On the list price wise, on active listings right now, you have an average at $2.2 million and a median just under $900,000. And against Florida on cost of living, you're 78% higher on average, and against the USA, 86% higher. Bonita Beach, Florida, as well as its inland town sister of Bonita Springs, are just south of Fort Myers Beach and just north of the triplets Vanderbilt Beach, Naples beaches, and the lovely Marco Island. Bonita Beach, lifestyle-wise, is an area that's tucked between both Fort Myers Beach and Estero Island and the inland town of Bonita Springs. And you have about 2.5 acres of a beachfront that's really a park. Boardwalk it has to offer. It's a good swimming area and real coastal nature-centric sand dunes. There's some gazebos, a few different picnic shelters as well. People a lot of times take a trolley over there. Not a whole lot more than that here, but if you're looking for something a little bit different to mix it up, this is a good spot. Fort Myers Beach / Estero Island. For Fort Myers Beach to Estero Island over the last 12 months, the average home cost $865,000 with a median at about $62.5. On active listings in the current moment, you have an average list price at $1.56 million and a median at just under $1 million. And cost of living wise, Fort Myers Beach is considered 55% more expensive than Florida and about 62% more costly than the US. Fort Myers Beach is a town located on Estero Island off the southwest Florida coast. At about 7 miles long, you are just west of Sanibel Island and just north of Bonita Bay and Naples. Fort Myers Beach, Florida, lifestyle-wise, offers about 7+ miles of coastline right along Estero Island. The waters are calm. On the Gulf side there, you have family-friendly resorts. You have plenty of seafood. There's actually a little bit of a nightlife, which is cool. They host the Shrimp Festival. Some things to check out. Lovers Key State Park's cool. Biking, hiking, just a beach day. Kayaking, definitely fishing. A lot of people spot manatees there. There is, like I said, tons of mouthwatering seafood. Smoking oyster brewery is kind of cool. All in all, definitely worth your time. Clearwater Beach. In Clearwater Beach, Florida, over the last 12 months, the average home cost was $904,000 and a median cost at just $623K. On active listings at the current moment, you have an average list price at $1.5 million and a median at just about $700,000. And as far as cost of living goes, Clearwater Beach came in 9% cheaper than Florida's average as a whole and just 3% cheaper than the USA. Clearwater Beach, Florida is located in Upper Pinellas County, about the northernmost tip of Barrier Island on this side of the state for the Gulf of Mexico. You're just west of Old Tampa Bay and the Tampa city limits and just northwest of downtown St. Petersburg. Just as Destin, Florida is to the Panhandle, Clearwater Beach to both Tampa Bay and Pinellas County as a whole offers a wide array of variety that comes with a larger beach metro. You have a boardwalk, family-friendly environment. You have a mix of fine restaurants, holes in the wall, tons of lodging, tons of beach access, and it's been named #1 beach in America several times. The northern tip contains another area called Venice Island, which is cool in its own outright. A little bonus, Clearwater Marine Aquarium, right near the beach there, is the house of Winter the Dolphin from Dolphin Tale. But all in all, a cool spot if you're looking for that kind of vibe, and if you're thinking Florida vacation, this is what usually pops to mind. Destin/Miramar Beach.
This area over the last 12 months had an average sale price of $837,000 with a median of just under $600K. On the average list side price in the current market, you have a $1.4 million with a median of $892,000, and Destin to Miramar Beach is considered 31% more costly than the Florida city average and 37% more expensive than the USA.
Destin, Florida, and Miramar Beach are cities located inside Northwest Florida's Panhandle, which puts you just south of Fort Walton Beach and just north of both Seaside and Panama City. If you're looking to mix it up and go to the Panhandle side of the state and not southwest part, Destin, Florida has to be maybe the most popular destination spot you could choose. It's a mix of beautiful white sandy beaches, a almost greenish clear water. There's fishing's amazing, golf courses, tons of seafood restaurants, and everything that comes with the Gulf Coast lifestyle, parasailing, water sports, dolphin cruises, aquariums, theme parks, and much, much more. Treasure Island. For Treasure Island, Florida, the average home was sold over the last 12 months at $698,000 and a median at just about $585K. Active listings currently sit all the way at $1.58 million average list price, with the median at $937,000, and Treasure Island against Florida as a whole is considered 61% more costly and 68% more expensive than the US average. Treasure Island, Florida is a barrier island located inside Pinellas County. You are situated in the middle of a cozy hug of Madeira Beach and Clearwater to your north and St. Petersburg Beach to your south. Lifestyle-wise, visitors of Treasure Island, Florida will get to enjoy a rarely wide beach, which means plenty of space to spread out. You have a mix of mom and pop hotels, a lot of old Florida charm. On the southern tip, you have an area called Sunset Beach, which is kind of quaint neighborhood-ish. The Gulf waters offer a family-friendly, gentle environment. It's also a popular destination for kiteboarders and kite flyers. You can rent paddle boards and kayaks. There's shaded cabanas, which is nice. There's a giant inflatable water slides typically out there for the kids. You have a couple restaurants like Sloppy Joe's, Caddy's on Sunset, and much, much more. Overall, a really pleasant experience. St. Pete Beach. For St. Pete Beach, Florida over the last 12 months, the average home was sold at just about $757,000, and the median cost came in at $540K. The current market, take a little jump on active listings. The average list price currently sits at $1.57 million and a median at just about $1.1 million. And cost of living wise, St. Pete Beach, Florida is considered 61% more expensive than the average Florida city and 68% more expensive than the USA. St. Pete Beach is a barrier island that's just southwest of downtown St. Petersburg. As you get towards the southern tip, you are put just north of Fort DeSoto Park and Anna Maria Island. Lifestyle-wise, home to TripAdvisor's #1 beach in the entire United States for 2021, St. Pete Beach offers a family-friendly, laid-back beach town. You have, I would say, one part maybe family destination, another part kind of beach bum, but there's really something for everyone in the crew. So make sure you check out, if you have a family, Upham Beach Park is a nice little spot. There's a secret garden there as well. You can do a day pass at Tradewinds, which is a resort. There's slides, there's pools, there's cabanas, there's even mini golf, parking, which is nice. Food, kind of hanging out. Postcard Inn's a cool spot. You have Jimmy B's. Paso Grill Beach is one of my favorite overall, is very close by as well. But all in all, really, really nice. Panama City.
This area over the last 12 months had an average sale price of just $688,000 and a median of $460,000. On the average list price side, you had an average of $1.29 million in the current market with a median of $749,000. And Panama City Beach is considered 12% cheaper to live than the average Florida city and 7% cheaper than the average USA.
Panama City Beach is located in the northwest Florida Panhandle. It's positioned on a narrow strip of land that's bordered by the Gulf of Mexico to the south, St. Andrews Bay to the east, and Lake Powell to the west. Panama City Beach, lifestyle-wise, is getting offered with over 27 miles of beaches, so tons of options there. They also have 2 state parks that they call home, St. Andrews and Camp Helen. You have a ton of public access points, so easy in and out. You have waterfront restaurants all over the place, so make sure you check out the local seafood. And you have a real destination spot here for fishermen and scuba divers because of the myriad of different artificial reefs. You have unique angles of the coastline, so it creates a unique underwater sea life environment. But definitely worth checking out this cool part of the Panhandle. The lovely Venice Island. For downtown historic Venice Island, Florida, over the last 12 months, you had an average sale price at just $563,000 and a median sale at just $471K. On active listings, you take a little bump to an average list price at $1.17 million, but a median at just $680,000. And as far as cost of living goes, Venice Island, Florida is considered 3% less expensive than the average Florida city and just about 3% more expensive than the average USA city. Downtown Venice Island, Florida is located inside Sarasota County, one of the only non-barrier island beaches in the vicinity. You are just south of the Sarasota city limits and just north of Englewood and Manasota Key. Patrons of downtown historic Venice will stylistically get to enjoy a historical downtown that dates back all the way to the 1920s that really is a combination of old Florida charm. You have moss-covered oak trees, you have swaying palms, a real charming downtown experience, but it's also mixed with parks, there's green spaces, and then best of all, because of the unique shape, you have a beach that's less than a mile away. It's home to Casperson Beach, which is the shark tooth capital of the world. You have Venice Beach, which is nice in its own outright, Brohard Beach, which is the only dog beach in town, and much, much more, but overall a really, really enjoyable place. All right, my friends, that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Please also make sure you check out that digital guide. You can download it, it's absolutely free. 15 to 20 page guide of this city, the ins, the outs, what you need to know. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you on the next one.